Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Caitlin and I do beauty and cleaning videos. I typically do my beauty videos on Thursdays and cleaning videos on Fridays. I am pregnant with my first baby, so I am adding in some pregnancy type videos in there too because it's an exciting time in our lives. So I hope you guys stick around. But for today's video, we are going to talk about my nighttime skincare routine. I did film my daytime skincare routine last week, so be sure to check that out. And I am doing these type of things and using these type of products because of my pregnancy, but you don't have to be pregnant to use this skincare routine. If you're someone with like sensitive skin, oily skin, or you're just looking for something to kind of refresh your skincare routine, you're looking for new products to try out, then these are more than perfectly fine. None of these are like, none of these products are like for pregnant mothers, and you know, it's just, those aren't worth it anyways. Just FYI. So yeah, even if you're not pregnant, just keep watching because I feel like I use pretty decent stuff. There's a couple things in here that I'm kind of like, I can do without. So yeah, if you want to see how I do my nighttime skincare routine, then just keep watching. The first step that I usually do in my nighttime skincare routine, this is the step I usually, it just kind of depends if I put on makeup that day. This is the step I definitely do if I did wear makeup. But if I didn't wear makeup, I skip this step because this is a makeup removing step. The first thing I use is this Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. And I actually got this for Christmas. And I know this stuff is like not cheap, but I've had this since Christmas, and that's about how much I use. I use it mostly on my eyes. I know it's kind of an all over face type thing to remove your makeup, but this is what I use to kind of start breaking down some of my makeup. And this is fragrance free. It just says it right there, so I really do enjoy that fact. I try to keep most of my skincare fragrance free. Sometimes it's kind of difficult because companies haven't realized that fragrance in skincare isn't super great, but I do my best to really try and find products that are gentle and fragrance free. So I really love this, and I probably would actually repurchase this. I have an Ulta gift card that my dad gave me for Christmas, and I'm thinking about using my Ulta gift card on this because, like, I really love it. It's really good. It's really good. I think when I pack my hospital bag, I may get the travel size of this, just in case when I go into labor, it's like in the middle of the day and I'm wearing a full face of makeup or something. So, who knows? But I love this stuff. It really does break down the mascara and your foundation and all that kind of stuff if you want to use it all over the face. But I mostly just kind of focus it in the eye area and then kind of just bring it. My face is completely black by the time I'm done rubbing this stuff in, but yeah, love it. It's awesome. It's a really good product. I think it's definitely worth the price tag. I'm gonna say it's like 20 bucks, so it's a little pricey. I wish drugstore would kind of jump on the cleansing balm bandwagon that is like this formula. So all right, and then recently the eye makeup remover I had been using was the Cetaphil makeup remover, and I actually really wanted to try this Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water. This is an all-in-one waterproof, and I wanted to try this one because this is the kind you shake up. This is just like a little travel size, but this is a perfect size for eye makeup remover. But I really wanted to try this out because you can get a bigger bottle of it and it lasts longer. So recently though, I have been using this to kind of take off the cleansing balm, even though you're supposed to like kind of get your face wet for the cleansing balm and kind of emulsify it. I have just been using this to kind of like take everything off that way. I don't know why I decided to do it like that, but one night I was like, I just feel like having like the majority of my makeup removed when I get into the shower so that I can just like wash my face. And I used to just get out of the shower, and then whatever was left over eye makeup, I would use this to kind of clean that up and then rinse my face off, because you're really not supposed to leave detergent on your face. Even though this says you don't have to rinse it, I would, because it's just, it's detergent sitting on your skin. So and it just, I don't know, it doesn't leave, not that I've noticed it doesn't leave like a greasy film, but I rinse my face anyway. But recently I have been using this to kind of take off that balm and kind of take off some of that eye makeup with a cotton pad, and then I get in the shower and have like basically all my makeup removed, and I'm able to just use my cleanser and all that kind of stuff. So I don't think this has any fragrance in it either. No, it does not. So when I run out of this size, I am going to get the full size, which is like ginormous, just for eye makeup removing, but I have been using this to kind of like remove everything off my face. And when I get in my shower, I just use what I use during the day, which is the Roche Posay Hydrating Gentle Cleanser, which I told you is pretty much the same thing as the Serum Hydrating Cleanser. This is soap-free, sulfate-free, fragrance-free. It has ceramides in it, and it has niacinamide in it, which was what I was mostly looking for, was niacinamide. Niacinamide, people have talked about saying that it improves skin redness, which I do have some here and there from breakouts, and people have said it kind of helps unclog your pores and that kind of stuff. Some people do have a sensitivity to niacinamide. I don't think I really do. When I do get in the shower at night, I will put like a good layer of this on my face and just let it sit while I'm like washing my hair or my body or whatnot, all that kind of stuff. So I do feel it kind of like, almost like a burning kind of type, but it doesn't burn me, but I'm pretty sure it's the niacinamide in it. So if you're someone who is super sensitive to niacinamide, you may not enjoy this, because I know some people are. But otherwise, this is a really good product. You get 13.52 fluid ounces in here, so you get a really good size. This is not really cheap. La Roche-Posay is like borderline in between drugstore and high-end, but I wanted to go ahead and give it a try, and they do have a gel version of this, which is basically the same ingredients, has niacinamide in it also, but it is just in a gel foaming formula, which might be kind of nice during the summer, but this one works really good for me. The CeraVe one works really good for me. I think they're both kind of the same thing, so it just kind of depends on what you want to try out. And then I use my Clarisonic at night. I just use this at night, and it's not like I know it's not like a necessity type thing, and sometimes exfoliating your skin makes things worse, but I spent a lot of money on this back when I was in college, and I'm gonna use it. So I just use it at night. I put it on the gentlest setting. I have the Radiance brush head on here. I'm pretty sure it's coming up on its time to be changed here. I've cleaned it a few times here and there, but I think it's coming up in that time where you're supposed to exchange the brush heads. I just use a really soft brush head. I use a low setting, and I just do the time that it tells you. This is the Mia 2. Yeah, Clarisonic Mia 2. I know the Mia 2s like very different now. This is like one of the old ones. I got this back in, gosh, like 2011. Alright. So when I get out of the shower, I really like adding a humectant, kind of like my daytime, but I am using something different at night. This is from Amazon. This is Eva Naturals. This is a niacinamide vitamin B3 serum, and I wanted to try this because it was niacinamide, and I was looking for niacinamide products to help with the pregnancy acne, because when you're pregnant you can't use retinols or salicylic acids or anything like that. About the only thing you could probably use is glycolic acid, and it's kind of difficult to find glycolic acid by itself. Like in a leave-on treatment form, there are a couple of face washes that I know have glycolic acid in it, but those are hard for me to find. So I was really trying to just find something with niacinamide on it. So this one says improves skin's elasticity, which is like, okay. Relieves, revives skin tone and texture, which, yeah, possibly, maybe if I wasn't pregnant and I didn't have hormonal breakouts here and there, it might. I saw a difference for a little while, and right now my skin's kind of in like a wacky phase where it's getting clusters here and on my chin and stuff, so maybe. And then this says it helps erase discoloration, which is niacinamide. That's basically what everyone kind of claims niacinamide to do. So this product is, I think it does, yeah, it does. So I kind of knew going into this, looking online at the ingredients, that it did have rosemary leaf in it, which is fragrance. And it doesn't have like a rosemary leaf smell to it. It doesn't really like have a smell at all. It just kind of smells natural. But I really wanted to try it because it was niacinamide, and it's not my favorite. I don't think it's like a life-changing product. It wasn't terrible, but I think I like the CeraVe nighttime moisturizer better than this. So when I run out of this, I'm going back to that because first of all, I can just pick it up at a store. Second of all, it doesn't have any fragrance in it at all, so I'm very safe in that department. And it has niacinamide and ceramides in it, and I can just use the gel humectant at night. But I wanted to try this just to kind of see if it would kind of help with the acne. And for a while I felt like, oh yeah, I see a difference. My skin looks brighter. And then right now my skin's just kind of going through a phase. So which is, my skin always goes through phases whether I'm pregnant or not. But right now it's kind of just going through a phase. So yeah, this is one of those products I'm like, I more than likely won't repurchase it, just because I think there is a better product, which is the CeraVe nighttime moisturizer that has niacinamide and all the stuff that I was kind of looking for in it. But I love skincare, I love trying out new products, and I just wanted to try it out. And then at night, I mentioned this in my daytime skincare routine. It's one of those, this one is a amethyst. No, not an amethyst. This is a quartz roller device thing. This is this is not necessary at all. So if you're looking for straight basics, you definitely don't have to get this. This is just kind of a fun tool that I decided to pick up because I love skincare. This is actually really nice when I do have migraines. I mentioned that in my daytime skincare, that it just feels so nice and cooling on my eyes and stuff like that. But me using it to like get rid of wrinkles or anything like that, I'm not really looking to see this do that. I'm just basically using it because it looked fun. It's pink, and I thought it would be nice and cooling when I have a migraine and my eyes hurt, and it works great, and I use it pretty much every night. Some nights I don't. I think I've been a little lazy lately and haven't been using it, but I'll put that serum on and just kind of roll my face like painting a wall in upward motion. So yeah, definitely not a necessity, but really fun to use, feels nice. Just fun. If you feel like, I got this at Walmart, it was relatively cheap, so if you just want something fun to add to your skincare and you want a fun extra step, then this may be for you. So the two moisturizers that I use at night are, they're okay. Again, I think the CeraVe nighttime moisturizer is still my favorite, and when I run out of all these things, that's what I'm going to use, and then I can do like updated skincare routine if you guys really want Um, but right now I'm kind of switching back and forth. Sometimes I use this Neutrogena oil-free moisturizer. This is the combination skin. This is like almost a gel moisturizer, so sometimes I even use this as my humectant to seal in the water to prevent epidermal water loss. I can't say that right now. But this is like one of those that say control shine and stuff, and I thought this would be really nice and lightweight to, you know, add to my nighttime skincare routine when it got really warm out, but it's okay, it's not terrible. I think this would be a really good one to add to, like, if you have a foundation that's really heavy and you want to tone down the coverage on it. I think this would be a really awesome, like, moisturizer to do like a tinted moisturizer with, because it is so lightweight. And it is like, you know, you won't be adding any oil to your face, or if you're like an oily person, you won't be adding any more shine to your face. So sometimes I use this to like cut a foundation in half. If it's a full coverage foundation, I want like a lighter coverage foundation, I'll pump this in it and kind of make my own little concoction of tinted moisturizer. So I do like this for that, and I would repurchase this just to do that because it's really cheap and fragrance free. You get 4 fluid ounces in here, and you can pretty much find this anywhere. So it's nice. It's just like, it's very basic. If you want to go back to very basic, if your skin is having nightmare meltdown and you just want something super basic, this product and the next product I'm going to mention are pretty much, that's pretty much your go-tos. So yeah, it's really nice, and I would repurchase it just to have it on hand, basically, for backup or for just cutting a foundation in half. So yeah, I do like it. I do typically love Neutrogena. They have kind of a soft spot in my heart. For nighttime moisturizer I use is this Aveeno Ultra Calming Moisturizer. This is a Nourishing Night Cream. This has calming feverfew, which I know some people may possibly have a reaction to it if they have a hay fever allergy or any type of like allergy. I think feverfew is a weed. I'm not sure. I'm not positive. I said this last time I mentioned this cream, and then I was like, I don't know, I'll have to look, and then I didn't look. But I know some people do have allergies. So if you are one of those that's kind of like a hay fever allergy, or you know, and you've heard of feverfew and you're super allergic to it, then skip this. But this is another just really basic moisturizer. It doesn't have anything special in it. I got this because it said ultra calming. I thought it would help with redness. Not really. It is like really thick nighttime moisturizer. This is like super thick in there. Definitely something that would be awesome for someone who has really, really dry skin. This, even though I have like normal skin, normal, some days it's super oily, but basically it's pretty much normal. This, it doesn't really feel super heavy on me. Kind of does. So I don't use it every night, because sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm suffocating right now. But I'm also like sweating bullets most of the time now. But you know, it's not too terrible. Again, this is something, if you're looking for back to basics, this would be it if you don't have a feverfew allergy. And then this has their like nourishing oatmeal thing in it, so just kind of be aware. Aveeno's products are kind of hit and miss. A lot of them usually have fragrance in it, but this Aveeno Ultra Calming line typically doesn't, but just kind of double check. So yeah, I thought this would be good if my skin got super dry, and it has, but it's not really that dry anymore. And I am using it. I am just kind of trying to use it up. I may not use this completely up and kind of save this from when I have really dry patches on my face. I do have like these weird dry like patches on my arms that are red, and I've had them forever, and I've been putting this on it to kind of see if that would help it. They still look the same, but they don't feel as dry. I think it's what are those? try it. One time it looked like ringworm, and I thought I had ringworm because it was a circle, and I was like, oh no, it's not ringworm. But they're only there when I come out of the shower, and they're like red, and I don't know. I can't think of the name. It starts with an S, and some people have it really bad. It may just be that, or like a little eczema there, or I don't know. But yeah, this is okay. It's not terrible, but I know if I did use it completely up, I wouldn't probably repurchase it, just because it is pretty heavy for me, and I just like other things better, like the CeraVe nighttime lotion, the PM one. I love that one. That one, I felt like I responded really well to. So, yes, that is my nighttime skincare routine. I know a lot of it's kind of products I'm like, I'm probably not going to repurchase this. So I can always do an updated skincare routine once I get kind of everything that I would probably typically use. But it's fun. It's fun to kind of try out new things and see if you like them, see if there's something new out there. And if you're someone who loves skincare, then you'll know what I mean. But if you're someone who is like, well, I like using what works, then do that. So yeah, I hope you guys found this helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, live life in full bloom. And I will see you guys next week with another beauty video. Bye.